After Los Angeles County extended their eviction moratorium until 2023, they finally decided to help out landlords a little by canceling late fees on property taxes. But it isn't enough. I'm Tony, and this is Real Estate Investing and Landlord News. All right, so I have an interesting article for you today, and it's going over the fact that, hey, in LA County, right, they extended the eviction protections for some tenants all the way until 2023. Now, it's only March right now, so we're talking about another 9 months where landlords could possibly not be making any rent whatsoever. And who knows if they're actually ever going to get any sort of rental assistance. So the county thought, oh, we're going to throw the landlords a bone. No, we're not going to cancel their property taxes, but we're going to cancel the late fees on the property taxes. Yeah, give me a break. What a joke, okay? This is so little that it's not helpful at all. So we have all these landlords who can't even pay their taxes at all. And you're, oh, well, we're not going to cancel the taxes. Well, you're making me house this tenant and you're giving me no way to be able to pay these taxes. Yet, we're going to cancel the late fees. So you still want your money. Of course you do. Okay, you are like, oh, well, we operate on a budget. Screw you, landlord, but we can't be out of our money, That's the way these bureaucrats think. That's the way that, these politicians think. They think they're going to throw us a little bone like this and everything's going to be cool. Well, it's not cool, okay? If you want to put this sort of thing in place, then, you should have canceled property taxes totally for landlords who are affected by it, okay? Landlords shouldn't have to pay you anything. That's the truth. Because they simply aren't getting paid and they're having to be your homeless shelter for you, your affordable housing provider for you. That's your job to do as the government, and you're trying to force it on a private property owner. What a ridiculous amount of nonsense. Now, before I get into the article, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Maybe leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Do you think that it's cool that, the LA County has decided to just cancel the late fees on the property taxes? Do you think that's enough? Do you think that's going to really help these landlords who aren't getting paid right now? Well, you already know what I think, okay? This whole thing, it's a travesty of justice, okay? It is awful. And if this is the best that they can do, like I said, don't even bother, okay? Just get the heck out of there get your money out of there. Move out of there. Just don't give these kind of places your money. Don't invest in this sort of place. If you're a small landlord, you own 1 or 2 properties, sell them. Sell them to owner occupants. Get them off of the market. Okay? We don't need to be investing in places where they treat you like you don't have any property rights. That's my opinion. And, the appreciation was great. It was. You made a lot of money. Time to move on. Okay? Anyway, this article is coming from LAist.com, and it says, LA County cancels property tax late fees for landlords with non-paying tenants. Oh, thank you so much for canceling those late fees. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into this article. As you could tell, I am very frustrated, very angry about this whole thing, okay? Los Angeles County's Board of Supervisors voted Tuesday to cancel property tax late fees for landlords who haven't received rent due to the county's ongoing pandemic tenant protections. The move comes after many small landlords have complained about needing to house tenants rent-free at a time when government rent relief funding has proven difficult to obtain. Some of the landlords affected by the county's eviction rules are elderly individuals who depend on their rental income to make ends meet. Motion co-author Supervisor Catherine Barger said in a statement, "We can't in good conscience balance COVID-19 relief on the backs of property owners." If that's the case, if you can't in good conscience do that, then completely cancel all the eviction protections and get the ball rolling like normal. Now, I'm going to give this Catherine Barger a break because I read about her in a couple of the other articles, and she really does want to end all of these eviction protections, okay? So maybe this was the best thing that she could do, to get any relief for landlords whatsoever. So that's appreciated, but, there needs to be more, okay? There needs to be more. The landlord's out there drowning, and it's just not right. Under LA County's current rules, low-income tenants who can't pay rent because of pandemic-related economic harms will have protections against eviction over non-payment of rent until at least 2023. Some small landlords say their mortgages have gone into arrears after 2 years of missing rent payments. Other landlords, still waiting to receive promised aid from the state's rent relief program, have sought to evict non-paying tenants. Yeah, okay. Some of the landlords, okay, they are facing bankruptcy. They're facing foreclosure. Their credit is ruined. Okay, if they were able to get their mortgage payments deferred, then the banks are coming after them and asking them to, hey, we want our money. You know, this creates a chain reaction when you have a government saying, hey, you have to provide this service for free because we say so. That is pure socialism, and it doesn't work. It does not work. And this is the end result. And you know, it's really bad for the small landlords. It really is. And I know so many people, even, you know, I'm not in California, but I know people here, and it's the same all throughout the country. And you lived in a house, and rather than selling it, you just, you know, decided to rent it out. Maybe you wanted to use it again in the future, maybe pass it on to your kids, use it, you know, the little bit of rental income after it's paid off for your retirement income. And I know so many people who've done this, and this is a great way to build wealth and have, you know, your finances right. And people think, oh, there's, you know, a great thing to do. And you're dissuading people from wanting to do this. You're making people question if this is a good idea. And this, what it does is it causes the affordable housing shortage. It causes the rental housing shortage because no longer are the people doing this, and instead they're just saying, I'm just going to sell the property, an owner occupant's going to live there, and then the people who do need to rent, they can't find anywhere to rent. They're just out of luck. And you know what's going to end up happening? They're going to end up moving out of state because they can't afford to live in California. If you can't afford to live there, you have to go where you can afford to live. So that's why we're seeing population declines up in the state of California. You're seeing it because there's no affordable housing. The people who live there, the middle class people who thought they were doing fine, they're getting out of there, you know, and this is, I mean, it's just bad overall. Okay. Now, eviction moratoriums, they are not constitutional, they are not legal, they're not lawful, and they keep putting these things in place, and they haven't been completely ripped apart by the courts yet. But I think in the long run, all of them will be torn apart. The question then is, will the landlords who suffered under all this, will they ever be able to get compensated? Will they ever be able to get paid back all of the losses that they faced because of it? And I don't think so. I think that a lot of them are just going to have to take the loss, and you know, and that's why I want this stuff to end. I want it to end as soon as possible because maybe some of them can come back from this. Okay, I still strongly believe that real estate is a great way to build wealth. I still strongly believe that for people of average means, you know, if you're just a regular person, then real estate is a way so that you can accelerate and, you know, maybe even become wealthy and become very well to do, and not have the barriers of entry of like starting a business or, you know, you don't have to have some kind of idea or, you know, some great skill. You know, I'm not a doctor, but because of real estate, I was able to, you know, build a really nice life for me and my family. And so, you know, I hate seeing them slowly just tearing away at all the property rights and tearing away at this way that, you know, people like me, you know, and I'm not a super smart guy. I went to community college, okay? I don't have a lot of really high-end skills. Only thing I had was, hey, I'm putting every extra penny I got into this rental housing. And now here they are, you know, no matter where you're at, you're seeing our property rights go away. Landlords are being punished for just wanting to rent their properties and make money, and it's just not right, and it's so frustrating. And you know, them throwing this little bone at landlords, oh, you don't have to pay the late fees on your property taxes. Well, you know what, you know, take your little late fees and, you know, shove them up your butt, because if that's the best you can do, you're not helping landlords at all.